Hello, Jaya and Jia. Come sit down. I have such a special story to share with you. It's all about your Abba and a really important lesson he learned a long, long time ago. He was on a huge ship right in the middle of a very dark ocean with nothing but a sky full of stars above him.
I have a question for you. Have you ever been somewhere that was super, super dark? Maybe in your bedroom after all the lights are turned out, or outside when there's no moon in the sky? It can feel a little bit strange, can it? Well, you see, your Abba discovered a wonderful secret that even in the darkest places, you can always find light. And this whole big adventure, his amazing discovery, it all started with just one tiny, glowing lantern. Are you ready to hear what happened? Okay, so picture this. Abba is sitting on the deck of his ship. It's quiet, and the boat is just gently rocking back and forth on the water. Everyone else is probably fast asleep, but Abba, he's wide awake, reading a pile of letters that came all the way from his home. Now, the only light he had was from a little lantern sitting right next to him. And even though the big, dark ocean seemed to go on forever, that one tiny flame made him feel so safe. Its warm, golden glow danced on the pages of his letters, and, it made that huge, dark sea feel a little less lonely. It was like he had a little piece of home with him. As he was reading, he could almost smell the sweet mangoes from the big tree he used to climb when he was a boy. The letters were just full of so many happy memories. He could almost hear it, that familiar rumble of the train that would pass his house every single night. That was the sound that always told him it was time to go to sleep. And of course, his mother told him how much everyone missed him and just how proud they were of their brave Abba out there sailing on a giant sea. Reading those words made his heart feel just as warm as the lantern's light. Abba was so lost in his memories, he didn't even hear the footsteps behind him. He looked up and, wow, it was the captain. He was a little bit nervous at first, but the captain had such a kind smile. The captain wasn't angry at all. He just looked at the little lantern and said something very wise. He said that sometimes one little light is all you really need, as long as you use it in the right way. Abba didn't quite understand what that meant. Well, not yet anyway. Right after the captain said that, a huge gust of wind went whoosh across the deck. The little flame in the lantern flickered once, then twice, and then poof, it was gone. And just like that, everything went pitch black. Abba couldn't see a single thing. The sound of the waves suddenly seemed so much louder, and the ocean felt very, very big. But as Abba's eyes started to adjust, he looked up. And oh, you should have seen it. The sky was filled with thousands and thousands of twinkling stars, brighter than he had ever seen them before. The captain whispered that sometimes you have to lose one small light, just so you can notice all the other beautiful lights that were there the whole time. Then the captain just smiled, reached into his pocket, and struck a little match. And just like that, the warm, friendly glow of the lantern came back. The deck felt all safe and cozy again. The captain told him that a long time ago, sailors used to call these little lanterns guides. And you know why? Not because they were big or super bright. It was because they were steady. That one small, constant flame was enough to help guide a whole ship through the night. And as Abba looked at that little flame, it all started to make sense. He realized the lantern wasn't just for reading letters. No, it was a reminder of his family's love, of kindness, and of all those amazing stars shining down on him. It was lighting up his heart. And then a wonderful thought popped right into Abba's head. He thought, wait a minute, maybe being a good person is just like being a lantern. It's about glowing with your own special light, especially when things might feel a little dark for someone else. So the very next morning, as the sun was rising and painting the sky all pink and orange, Abba found the captain. He was so excited to tell him about his new idea. And the captain just listened with a big, proud smile. Abba told him that he finally understood. He said a light doesn't have to be big and flashy to make a difference. The important thing is that you just keep your own light, your own kindness, shining steady and bright for everyone to see. That's a pretty amazing story about Abba, isn't it? But Jai and Jia, it's also a secret message just for you too. because you can be a light in the world too, just like that little lantern on the ship. So, how can you be a lantern? Well, every time you say something nice to a friend, that's a light. And when you use your hands to help somebody, that's a light too. And when you have a brave heart and you do the right thing, even if it feels a little hard, well, that's the brightest light of all. So always remember what Abba learned. You don't have to be big or do giant things to make the world a better place. You just have to share your own special kindness and keep your own little light glowing every single day. So think about it. Who could you be a lantern for today? Maybe it's a smile or a nice word or helping someone with something small. It can brighten up their whole day. How are you going to shine?